Ready to go over to chat, see if anybody's here. Is there anybody out there? Ooh. We got Rivendell, Jonathan. Look at that. Got my anima gloves on. Do. Let me see. What do I got here? Boom. In case you want to pop up there, Jonathan. I got 14 rolls to go through. Where are we? Rivendell says I'm here. Mr. Jonathan. Since you're here, Mr. Jonathan. Just doing up envelopes the last hour. There's your envelope there. So we'll probably be going out in the next couple days. Boom. There he is. Got your envelope here, buddy.
Hey, Mr. Marty.
How are you, sir?
Doing well. How are you?
No, not too bad.
Nice to have a day off. For a few days off.
Yeah, off till the 3rd, 4th, whatever. I tell you, your friend there, Hector, I bet you he's got some nice stuff.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. I am sure.
A lot of history.
Here, I'll do that. That bothered Paul last time I was on StreamYard.
What's that?
Because the mirror was, the camera was mirrored. So he said, your map should be on the other side.
I would have left it the other way just to drive him nuts.
That's a good
Maybe he's got a bit of OCD going on.
He just might. He just might.
We got the bud files and we got seaweed coins.
Hey, guys.
What's going on, seaweed? The link's there if you see it, seaweed. If you want to pop up. Fellow Nova Scotian.
So these are loonies?
Loonies, yeah.
And you,
I got a $1,000 box. And gone through most of them. I got 14 rolls left.
14, okay.
Found a few colored in them.
So, light in here. Yeah, it's chilly. Well, it's probably chilly up there too. But
nah, it's nice out.
Define nice.
Define nice.
Temperature wise.
I didn't even look at the temperature today, but when I went out with a light jacket.
Oh, okay. That's good.
I don't know if I'm in or not.
Oh, yeah, you're here.
Okay. Cool.
How are you?
I turned the TV down this time.
Yeah, I shut mine off this time.
Yeah. By the way, that is a double dated 1992 I need, okay, but it's double dated obverse. The one you have up there is double dated reverse. So there is 2 1992 double dates. You remember?
There is one on the obverse?
Yes, the obverse would be the queen side. So yeah, you know how you have the quarters that have the 2002 on it on the back, the double date. Well, it's just this would be the same way. So it's 1992 double dated obverse.
I didn't know there was an obverse.
Neither did I, but
so they put the date on the obverse and the reverse? Why
yes.
Did they do that? Oh, because they're commemorating something on the reverse.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Gotcha.
Okay.
I found a couple. I found a couple kicking around the house.
This one here is a commemorative. The other one with the double date obverse is the original. Okay, it has the loon on it. Okay, that one has the loon on it, but that's the commemorative right there. Okay, the other one is the standard loon with the double date, but it's on the obverse. Okay, so there's actually two double dated. One double dated reverse, which that one is, and double dated obverse.
I didn't see that on Coins of Canada or Coins in Canada.
Because it's in your Haxby. Look.
One sec. Diggs is scratching at the door. He wants to.
Okay, it's in your Haxby. I gave him a Haxby.
Oh,
Haxby coin book.
Now, Colin, did you say in one of the last streams that the Haxby book is iffy as far as its accuracy of information?
That's
the only Canadian reference I have.
I shouldn't say it's iffy. Both the Charlton,
yes,
and the Haxby are both good coin books.
Yeah.
The only reason why I use the Haxby is because the Haxby has a coil in it. Okay.
Yeah.
So that I can open it up and leave it flat.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Because it has okay. They're both good coin books. The problem is a lot of them have errors in them.
Sure.
They have mistakes. Now, the Haxby is a little more notorious for having mistakes than the Charlton, but I know what's accurate and what's not because I've been collecting for over 50 years, right? So if they're saying 400,000 minted for a coin that probably actually had 4 million, you know that's a typo right away, right?
Yeah, sure.
You know, so because Marty gave me an incident there where it said one coin was 400,000, but we know they minted 12 million of them.
Yeah, 12 million of them.
You know, we know that for a fact.
Well,
right?
You need to get on the editing staff for Pete's sake.
Well, unfortunately, the only reason why I found out about them is because my attention was brought to them. Do it by somebody else. See, so I had to learn that the hard way too, right? You know.
Hey, Lionel.
Yeah.
But yeah, not all these books are 100% accurate. Okay?
Yeah.
Not even the prices are 100%. In fact, the coin books that I have that I price from are generally overinflated. Okay.
Of course they are.
There is a magazine that you can get called Trends. Okay. It's called the Coin News, and inside the Coin News, there's a Trends. Those prices are a little more accurate because they're something that, based on auctions, that go by year or month by month. Okay, so for example, if that 1992, let's just say at an auction that one sold for $3, okay, they'll say that that's worth $3. But if next week it sells for $2, then the Coin News will change to accurate that because it's a monthly issue.
That's right.
You understand what I mean? So, whereas these coin books that I buy, there's no fluctuation in prices. They put down a price in which they assume that's going to be.
They have to put something in there. Yeah.
Yeah. Now, these are average prices. That means that, let's just say a coin in my book lists for $10. Well, it probably sold for $12 one time and $8 the next time. So the average in the middle is 10, and that's what they choose.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's generally how it goes. However, most coin dealers buy at wholesale. Okay, I will tell you that right now.
Of course they do. They have to make a profit.
Yes. I remember going to auctions, and of course, I love going to auctions. Auctions are fun. If you ever want to learn about business, auctions are the best way to do it. I went to an auction one time, and I'm there with a friend. The guy said, "So we have to leave here," and I said, "Why?" He said, "Well, the whole room is full of dealers." I said, "Well, if it's full of dealers, we're staying." He said, "Why?" I said, "Because I'm a collector."
Yeah.
I said, "I can outbid a dealer." Remember, dealers buy at wholesale. So if, for example, they're selling a coin for $10, the dealer has to buy it for $3 or $3.50 because he knows he's only going to get 5 or 6 for it. Correct? I can pay the 5 or 6 for it and still keep it for my collection because I'm a collector. Okay? Dealers know when to stop when they're bidding. So you wait for them to stop, then you outbid them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. That's one of the big things I learned at auctions. If you got a room full of dealers, I got the biggest smile on my face. It's the collectors. They're the hard people to buy against. Yes.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
interesting for me anyway to go to coin shows and the big coin shows and see the dealers kind of going to other dealers and they're doing the wheeling and dealing and whatnot because they know they can. If they know Joe the coin dealer over there, they're going to go over there and say, I don't have that Carson City Morgan and for sale.
Yeah.
Can I just buy it for you? Of two of them? Can I buy one and just give me the gray sheet price is what it's called down in America. Maybe it's called the same in Canada. It's CDN is the coin dealers newsletter.
We
dealers use.
We actually have a gray sheet. I don't think we call it a gray sheet. I don't go by gray sheet rules whatsoever. Okay. When I look, if I'm buying a coin, I will pick it up, look at it. Okay. If it's flipped, if it's not flipped, or I will try to assess it, grade it myself. I'm not a professional grader, but I've been around long enough to know approximately what fine, extra fine, very fine VG is. Okay, because I mean you got to understand I've bought coins too, so I learned from coin dealers, and I have been told by two different coin dealers that I'm a conservative grader. Okay, so in other words, I'll grade something a little lower than what the grade should actually be on it because I don't want anybody to argue with it, right? So then, okay, so I buy a coin as to whether or not it satisfies me. I don't care what the grade on it is, and I may agree with it or I may disagree with it. That doesn't matter, okay? If I'm looking at that coin and I'm happy with what I see, okay, then I'll purchase it.
Yeah.
Okay. Where a lot of people get confused about coins is they say, well, do they realize that the difference between very fine and extra fine might be a line of hair?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So you have to understand that when you send stuff to ICCS or PCCGS or whatever the Americans use or whatever, here it's PCCGS or ICCGS. Okay.
Yeah, we don't use them.
Yes. You can send that coin to three different grading places, and I'll bet you every time that coin will come back a different grade every time.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Okay. Because yes, the great graders out there, they are professional. They know what they're doing. They take a course to do it, but they're not all consistent. Okay. So grading is an opinion, not necessarily, is it going to be perfect every time? Okay. Now, the only difference with a graded coin is that if it's a recognizable grading company, then usually 9 times out of 10, if you're selling that coin to a dealer, they will buy it at the grade that's specified on the coin. Yes. If it comes from a reputable, like PCCGS or ICCS or whichever ones the Americans use. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, a lot of people like the slab coins. You can get a coin graded without having it go in a slab. They can put it in a see-through plastic container that's a soft plastic, okay, and still professionally grade it, and be able to put the coin in a sealed plastic container. That's the soft stuff, okay, that fits in your 2x2 flip, and it still be graded. I don't know why people buy these hard plastic cases. They're just paying for a hard plastic case. You can get a coin professionally graded. In fact, I have PCCGS graded coins that are in a soft plastic, Mylar flip, right? But it's just that it's heated shut so that it's plastered over it, right? So that you can't get it open.
Now, the coins that I have from ICGS, they're Canadian coins. Well, they do American coins, but the overall majority are Canadian coins. And I have Canadians. So they come in. I've always wondered about this as far as the conservation aspect of it. It seems like it's in a plastic, for lack of a better expression, I'll call it a little like heat sealed Ziploc type of bag. And then it's in a special like 2x2 sort of flip.
It has a fold over flap. Fold over, like a Mylar flip.
Right. So somebody would say, well, the PCGS or the NGC slabs are better because they're sonically sealed. They're in plastic. It's more durable. It's not going to cut. I never bought that argument. That's a myth. I look at the ICGS, ICGS, right? Yeah. And I wonder if anybody has done a study of those, because I do think it's fair to say that if I bought a PCGS slabbed coin from 20 years ago, say, as long as that slab hasn't been abused, that coin is going to be in pretty good. It's going to be in similar condition to as it was 20 years ago. Not 100%.
But as you know, they can still tone.
Of course they can.
In the slab,
of course they can.
Okay?
It doesn't stop the toning. It slows it down dramatically. But I wonder about the ICGS and that plastic. If anybody's done a study of that.
Same idea.
It is. Okay.
It won't be any worse. It won't be any worse or any better. Okay. Now, mind you, I don't have a slab coin. I don't own a slab coin in the hard plastic slab. But I do own some of the ones in the Mylar plastic flip. And I can tell you, okay, from my experience in the collections that I've looked at, okay, one has not been any worse than the other.
Yeah.
So to pay the extra just because it's in the hard plastic case, to me, makes no sense if you're putting it in your flip binder.
Right. Because obviously the slabbed coins are in the boxes, and
because the object of the game is to try to keep as much air away from it as possible.
Yeah, sure.
Well, in the vacuum sealed package,
we like doing that.
Unless you poke a hole in it. Okay. The only advantage to the hard case slab is it's harder to poke a hole in it by mistake. Yeah.
Hi, David, and everybody else in chat. Have you ever taken a coin out of and say an ICGS flip? Because I'll fully admit I've cracked coins out of those slabs because I want to see it in hand, Colin. It's in plastic, especially when those blessed slabs are scratched. You can't really appreciate the details, right? Because that big ugly scratch anyway.
I will tell you, I have done that too.
Yeah.
But it's because I've bought it from a collection and may not necessarily agree with what the grade that they've put on it. And because I want to send it out to my own independent grading company, okay, if I choose to, all right, they may grade it as something different.
Right.
Or I wanted to put it in my collection and it's way better than the one I had anyway, so I don't give a rat's behind whether I take it out of it. But by doing that, I'm risking, losing value. You will obtain better value if you keep it in the plastic container. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's again opinion.
Right. Because I know there are people in America who will buy MS63 Morgan, say, and they'll look at it and say, this was really undergraded. I'm going to crack it out of there, resubmit it, pay the $50 fee, because if I get 64 out of this coin I paid 63 money for, I'm going to be $150 ahead.
Because if it was graded MS62 and all of a sudden you send it to be graded and it comes back at 66, well, you're in the $50 plus anyway.
Oh, exactly. You more than made your money back. Plus, you have the prestige of saying, "I have this rare coin in a higher grade."
It's a chance you take.
Of course it is.
Because it could come back lower than 62. Then what do you do?
Because there's also the story of the guy who bought an American coin, and it was in what is they're one of the not the top 3 coin slabbing grading companies. It was one of the next tier ones, and he bought it and said, there's no way it's this grade. I'm going to crack it open and send it to NGC or PCGS, and they said, yeah, this coin is counterfeit.
There you go.
So if he had kept it in that original slab, that company would have had to pay, but it's out of the slab, so the company could say, well, we can't prove that you didn't swap the coin. So
and if it was counterfeit and was put in the slab anyway, obviously that person didn't use a reputable company, because I can tell you this, those people are pretty sharp. They're not going to miss a counterfeit.
Well,
I don't think I ever recall. Now, that's not to say that's never happened, but in all of my experience in the years I've been collecting here in Canada, I don't think I ever recall a coin being sent out to a professional, reputable grading company.
That's the key.
Okay, that's missed the fact that it was counterfeit.
Yeah. I guess it was a very good counterfeit, but
that's not to say that it's never happened, but I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Okay, if it's counterfeit, they usually catch it.
Yes, and if they ever slab it, they guarantee it.
Correct. Well, they're not going to slab it, or if they slab it, they'll put down counterfeit.
Right, but if for some reason it gets through their quality control, which the probability is exceedingly slim, but if it ever did, tough. They have that on top of it. And PCGS and NGC aren't going to do that, but some of these other companies.
I'm not saying that with the reputable companies it can never happen.
Right.
Okay. I'm just saying odds are it probably won't, because those guys are pretty sharp.
Of course not. Yeah,
they really are. Okay, I mean, and when you're talking a guy who's submitting a coin that could be worth thousands of dollars, that's a big deal.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay,
that's right. That's why they usually get the dual certification with, say, PCGS and then CAC.
But dual certification can hurt you too, right?
How do you think that?
Well, because what happens if one guy says it's MS63 and the other guy says it's MS64?
Right, exactly. So if you go the other way, it's
MS64 can mean $50 more. Or worse, you know what I mean? You see what I mean? Which covers your grading fee, right? You see, I just find that here in Canada, if we open a fresh roll of coins that we get from the bank, automatically those coins are recognized as MS63 or Mint State 63.
Okay.
Fresh out of a roll. Okay. The reason why we do that here is because it dispels all confusion as to because some coins can have a few more nicks on it than other coins, right? For example, the ones in the center may be better than the ones on the ends, and that's going to be. That's the way it's going to work. So what they do is, just because this coin is 65 and that coin is 62, they'll say 63 and put it somewhere in the middle so there can't be an argument. Right? If that person wants to send it out and get it graded and it comes out better, well, then it does. Or it doesn't, right? You know, again, it's all opinion, right?
Of course it is. Of course it is.
But now, mind you, these things I'm telling you, it just comes from my experience, okay? Mostly. I mean, I'm not an expert professional grader myself, okay? But I'll tell you this: I can get within at least a grade or a grade and a half of anything they say. Yes, I'm confident enough to know that.
It's like anything else with years and just seeing enough coins, and it's going to happen. It's almost going to be second nature.
And Charlton does put out a coin grading book that it takes the Canadian kings and queens and actually says, okay, if this jewel is blurry in here in the riband of the King George V, for this particular, then it's approximately this grade, right? So basically, I use my knowledge basically from that book, because here's what I'm telling you: if Charlton had the wherewithal to gamble on the fact that they can put out a book, then they must know something about grading. Okay, right? Because how many other places?
Otherwise,
who else besides Charlton have you ever seen put out a grading book?
Right.
Haxby doesn't make it.
Right.
I tried.
How's it going, Jimmy?
Right.
Squirrel.
Now there may be grading books in the United States. That's very possible, right? But I don't. Up until the last 4 or 5 years, my U.S. collection was terrible, absolutely terrible. Not that I didn't want to collect U.S. coins; it's just that I was concentrating more on getting the Canadian done than I was the U.S. Right?
Yeah,
like
sense.
My wheatbacks. I have most of the S series, some of the D, or I should say most of the P series, some of the D series, but my S's are long empty. I don't know how long
that's a challenging series, though.
They'll ever be empty, right? Same thing with my Jefferson nickels. I don't have a 38 or a 39 or I have none of those in the P, the S, or the D. I have no 38, no 39 in the P, S, or D. None of them, right? Because most of my U.S. stuff, I've just filled in through finding them in rolls, right?
And that's crazy, considering that you're searching Canadian rolls for them. In other words, there are people who've searched U.S. rolls and U.S. bags, and they've tried to do those wheat albums, and they haven't been able to do that. The fact that you're doing it out of Canadian rolls, if I understand what you're saying,
I bet you, and even Marty might even tell you this too. If I buy get a box of nickels, I can find probably at least 15 U.S. nickels on them. At least.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Marty.
I'm always pulling
Easily.
them
How many U.S. loonies are you finding in there?
in. I found 2 so far.
You know what?
Then
Two
again,
your-
are the loonies the
your
same
Snickers
size as the
Flash,
presidential and
Snickers.
Sacagawea dollars?
No.
though?
No,
Zach, what you got?
They're different.
no. I believe your U.S. dollar, the Sacagawea and the Susan B. Anthony is a little bit smaller than the Loonie. I think. I had never really compared size. I have some here. I should do that.
Sacagawea, and I guess the other is a presidential, is it?
The presidential series, yeah.
I don't have any of the presidential ones. Sorry, I'm lying. I did get one. I was at the gas station down the street here, and they asked me what it was, and I knew it was a presidential
Hey,
dollar.
Martin.
What is
Yeah.
it? It's $1.10 Canadian.
Yeah. Is the presidential dollar still used in the States?
The United States Mint has always had this idea of introducing the dollar coins because Americans are going to adopt them and they can stop printing paper money. Paper money is going to be around in America for at least until my generation is gone. So it's always been, I mean, are they used? Yeah, they're used, but are they used as widely as paper money? No way, shape, or form.
You know, to be honest with you, ever since Canada switched over to the Mylar note, or not the Mylar, but the polymer plastic note, yeah, they do last longer than the paper, but I miss the $1 and $2 notes. Yes, I do. I could have lived with the fact that they got rid of the dollar note, maybe, but the $2 note was a nice note.
Yeah.
And for a collector, it was affordable to be able to purchase even some of the older ones, especially the dollar note too, right? But even Marty will tell you, there was at my bank there. I was down the bank the other day, and I got 32 of the Canadian Voyager dollar, the dollar that we had before the Loonie. Now these were the nickel steel ones. So the nickel steel started from 1968 to 1986, which was the last year of issue for the nickel steel. Okay, I was able to get 32 of them. However, 22 of the 32 were the same date in 81, right? So then that means that somebody came along with that, had a batch and dumped them. Okay, my bank sold them back to me, so I saved all those from going to the smelter to be melted down.
Oh yeah.
Now they minted millions of those. Yes, they did, but as the time goes on and the years goes on, those will become harder and harder to find, even here in Canada, because as people still take them back to the bank and the bank buys them, right, for the face, right, they'll be destroyed. You know, that's how I get my pennies. I have a full box of Canadian pennies here, because what I did was I went to the bank, and I won't tell you my source as to which bank because I don't want them to get in trouble. In Canada, it is kind of I shouldn't say an offense, it's not illegal, but the banks do not want them to be selling pennies back to the customer, right, that they get in. However, the particular bank that I deal with, in order for them to be able to send the pennies back, they need to have a full box. If they have 24 rolls or if they have 49 rolls of pennies, they can't send that box back to the mint until they have 50 rolls. Now, not only do they have to pay the people or they're out the $25 for what it costs for all those pennies.
Have fun going back to work, Martin.
They pay $94 to ship that stupid thing back to the mint to be destroyed. So now they're out over $100 just because somebody brought these back, because the bank still has to give you face. So what I do is say, listen, every penny that you get in that rolled, I'll buy them back from you for face. I save you the shipping, and I save you, from having to get a full box. So that's what I do. So they sell them to me. That's the agreement that I make, because you know how banks love to save money. Okay.
Wait, they don't give away money? What?
Yeah.
They like their fees.
I've been working on it, man. You got any free money today?
Put it this way: the next time I go into my bank, I'll ask them if there's such thing as free money. I bet you I'll get laughed out of the bank. But anyway, So I don't know. That might not.
What part of Canada are you from?
I live in Nova Scotia. Canada.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. I'm about 15 minutes from the city of Halifax, outside of the city of Halifax.
Oh, okay. I've been there. I'm from Canada, so I'm from Ontario, so.
You know, Marty lives in Halifax, and I've heard people are moving out because of that.
Yeah. Marty lives about.
There goes the neighborhood.
Yeah. Marty
guy
lives
in his
about
drone.
Marty lives about a 15-minute drive from me.
Yeah, I said there's a Tim Hortons.
Yeah.
Like probably 10 of them between the two of you.
Oh, there's at least 10 Tim Hortons between the two. At least that many.
Probably more than
All
that.
right, Canadian experts. Marty, I put a Canadian dollar here. You guys want to give me a grade on it?
Well,
$1.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cameras are deceiving, but I'll do the best I can.
Well, exactly.
Yeah, I see it there. Okay, hang on a sec.
All right.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
All right. Now that's a King George VI.
Yep.
So here's what I'm going to tell you. The book says about that. Okay. If there's hairline present above the ear, which there is there, right?
I'll go in closer.
Yeah. So you can see where there's hairline above the ear. Okay. The high points in the coin, like the earlobe itself, the ridge around the top of the eye, right? You can see that's all clear and precise. Okay. I'm going to tell you that coin is at least Unk or Unk plus.
Is that a scratch underneath his neck?
Oh, I'm sorry. I was going to show you the reverse.
Okay.
Marty, you have a sharp eye because I bought this in part because of that and that, because I thought, is that a die
that mark over by that mark you see over by the Gratia Rex, that almost looks like a die crack.
Yeah.
Okay. Hard to tell because the coin is under the scope now. That's a nice one. That's a nice 51. That's at least Unk or better.
See, my question was, I got this in America for pretty good money, at an extremely attractive price. I don't think it's been cleaned mechanically with a claw. I think it's been dipped. It does not have a cartwheel luster, Colin.
Okay. From what I can see on the screen, it doesn't appear to be dipped, but
that's definitely got some weird thing going on underneath the HP there.
Let me zoom in on that.
Marty,
I don't mean to take over your stream. I'll stop after this.
That almost looks like a little bit of a ring of death too. Huh? Almost like it's been.
No.
Okay. It's definitely not a die crack. Okay. It looks like a little bit of a
scratch.
No,
it looks like it's at the edge of one coin to the other. Yep.
Yeah.
Because now that you see it, you can see like the inconsistencies there.
That's okay. Now that's not a cleaning mark.
No.
That's a rub mark where it's rubbed against another coin and it got scratched or against another. But yes, you know what? I don't think that coin's been dipped. It's put it this way. I can tell you this: it certainly has not been cleaned,
right?
Or not with anything harsh, anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice coin.
It's dipped clean. So that's the question.
Just to add, when you flipped it over, I saw an error on the top of the coin. It looked like it got where the D is. And you look up, there's like a little
that's a little ding. That's
going to happen with coins this size. But no, you're right.
You'll you know what? Believe it or not, you'll actually see a lot of coins like that. Even some of the newer ones coming out of rolls.
Bag marks, whatever.
And this is supposed to be the Northern Lights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't.
Those aren't cleaning marks.
No, those are.
No one took a wire brush to it, right?
No, I can show even the nickel steel ones have.
You don't glow in the dark though.
No.
Yeah. If you don't mind my asking,
this one does
because that's a common date. What did you pay for that?
In America, I paid, not including shipping. When I buy coins, if the shipping is reasonable, I don't count that as it's part of the investment. Yes, I paid $11, $10.
Well,
I think $10 for it.
You didn't overpay for it.
No, I didn't.
No,
I did not. I think the melt is 13.
I buy that right now at 13 times face.
But this is my question, because I collect coins and everything, and I test them. I test them with if they got like 1960 something, and it's $1. I test them with a magnet.
It's not.
I always test them with a magnet because if you don't know if it sticks, that doesn't stick. But
That's
some of
silver.
them they make,
That's silver.
and they look like really good silver. I have one that is the Queen Jubilee, and it is not real. It's completely not silver at all. And I brought it to a dealer, and I showed him it, and he's like, "This is not real." I'm like, "Okay." I thought it was like silver, and he like looked it up, and he's like, "It's supposed to be silver." And he had a magnet, and he put the magnet on, and he's like, "Yeah, it sticks."
Yeah,
it stick right through the plastic case. So.
That's a pretty good indication.
I can tell you this. I can tell you this.
All right, Marty, you can take this off. Thank you.
That's an AU50. That's worth 25 Canadian.
Yeah.
No, I'm happy with. As I said, I'm very happy with the purchase. I would have bought these all day long. I think it's just a beautiful design. I really do.
But wherever you bought that for $11 US, I'll purchase those as many as he's got for that price.
I don't think he had any others, Colin.
Because right now, it's like I say, I pay 13 times face for that right now.
How long ago did you buy that, though?
Oh, it was late autumn.
Yeah.
It's a recent purchase.
The price of silver has probably fluctuated a couple of times.
It has. It's gone up a bit.
Yeah, it's gone up.
So I might have to pay 14 times face. I'll have to check it. I don't know. But.
Yeah.
40 times face? It's yours.
No, 14. 14, 1 4. 1 4 times face.
It's not for sale.
Last time I looked, melt value was $19 Canadian.
Yeah. Yeah, but you got to make money on that if you're going to resell it, right?
Yeah.
No, it's
Could you
I'd
create an Egyptian coin?
I'm not in for selling. I'm in for the silver.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
If I can get it for melt, man, I'd buy it.
That's sure. And Marty, I bought it more as bullion. That's not. But a big part of it was the metallic intrinsic value, but I just like the design.
In Canada,
it's in the 50s. The thing's 72 years old.
Here in Canada, you've already paid less than melt for that.
Yeah.
Even US, you got a deal.
Yeah. I'm happy.
Okay, so right, because that's 80% silver.
Yeah, I was just asking if you could create a Egyptian. It looks like gold. I found information that it's gold, but I'm not sure if it's gold or it's brass. I don't know it.
I'll tell you this. I'm not familiar with how to test gold. There is ways to test it.
Yeah, just take it.
I would doubt that's gold.
Jeweler or pawn shop. They'll tell you right away.
Yeah, a jeweler can tell you if it's gold. They can tell you if it's gold. They got a quick
pawn shop will test it for you.
Take it even to a diamond place like Charm Jeweler. They can tell you if it's gold.
Okay.
If all you want to do is find out if it's gold, they can tell you if it's gold.
If you have a really strong jaw, put it in your mouth, and if you can bend it, it's malleable. It's gold.
Yeah, don't pretend you're in the Olympics and go to bite it. Yeah.
Because the coin shop around here, he doesn't do any foreigner coins. He just does Canadian. So if I have silver or gold coin, he won't touch it all.
Okay. Well, there are some
foreign treasures. How are you?
Yeah, that are 30 and 40 and 50 and 60% silver. You
Bad
can get them
idea.
cheap too.
I got your envelope all packed up. It'll be going out.
Now I don't save a whole lot of foreign coins. What I usually do is when you buy collections from somebody, a lot of times they have the good stuff that you're looking for, but they have the bad stuff too. So you got to buy the good with the bad. I shouldn't call it the bad stuff. It's not really bad as such. It's coins, right? But it's not coins that I would deal with in every day. So if there's foreign coins, I don't throw them away or I don't waste them or anything. I'll put them in a bag, and what I do then is if I have a friend of mine say they're having a silent auction or something, right? I'll throw 20 or 30 of them in a bag of as many different ones as I can find and say, here, auction those off, right? Start the price at $2. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And see what they get for, and that's what I do with them, right? To help them with the silent auctions and stuff, right? Because in most cases for European coins, the metal alone is worth $2, right?
For European coin?
European coins, yeah, most of them, the metal alone is probably worth $2. If you have 20 or 30 in a bag, right? I mean, generally out here in Canada, they sell foreign coins by the pound here. All right, you can get them by the pound in a bag, right? So it's usually a couple of bucks. So, right?
What are you finding, Marty?
Not a whole lot,
What's under the camera?
Yeah, some 92 adverse thingy.
Well, I better be going. I have family here, so
yeah.
All right, take care, Michael.
Come on for a little while.
Hi, Michael.
Thanks, Mike. Thanks for popping.
I've still got family here, but most of them have left. So
see, he wanted 92 on the adverse. There it is.
Okay, yeah, that's the one I'm looking for, right there.
No, because it's got this on it.
Oh no, it would have to have the loon on it, from what I understand from the book.
Why don't they
Is
show
that
that
little boy in the
why don't they
mouse?
show that in coins in Canada?
What's that?
So why don't they show that in coins in Canada?
Where's my Haxby at?
Talk to you later. Happy New Year, guys.
Okay.
Happy New
Take
Year,
care, Michael.
See, now I moved everything because I got the guys coming in for the furnace tomorrow. So just 1 second. I'll see if I can.
Sure. Blame the furnace, guys. Got to blame somebody.
Where is my Okay. What do we got here?
Who's out there, Diggs?
Okay. What do we got here? I have to consult the Bible.
The Bible.
The coin Bible, yeah. $1 coins. Okay. Now I need my extra eyes. Okay. So I'm looking for the 19. Oh no, sorry. That's a 92, isn't it?
92.
Yeah.
That's the one you're telling me.
That's a 92. Yeah, I think so. So I think maybe that might be my bad. Maybe I'm getting them mixed up. I might be talking about the 2002. Wait a minute now. What do we got here? Let me just double check here. Because even I lose my brain every now and then. Okay.
Jeez, I lost my long ago.
Okay. There's the 1992 dual date reverse. So yes,
Dual date reverse, yeah.
There's where I made the mistake. Dual date reverse would be on the loon side. Yes.
That's right. That's what I got.
Yeah. That's 4 million.
I got
4
like 3
million
of them.
to yeah. That is the one that I need. Okay. There's also the 1992 Canada 125 Parliament, which will be dual dated too, but
yeah, which is on the adverse.
yeah. So yes. So it is dual date reverse, not dual date obverse. My bad on that, but yes. Okay, yes, 4,242,085. Yeah.
Yeah.
In MS60, it's worth $1. Ooh wee.
Gee, $1 worth $1. Hot dog.
Yeah.
Hot dog. Worth good money.
But in MS63,
Want to buy for $2 US?
yeah. But in
Might be a long time for that.
MS63, fresh out of a roll, is $4. So that's, according to this. Now, that's a guide, right? So, yes, that would be one of the ones that I would need for the Loonie, yes.
Yeah, I got like, I don't know, 3 or 4 of them now.
Yeah. Yeah, isn't that funny how all of a sudden, we couldn't find a $3 million coin if our life depended on it. Like a 3 million minute.
Hunting. I just happen to have some in my 2 in my collection.
Yeah. There's a Saskatchewan Rough Rider commemorative now. I don't if some of the American people that are here, the Saskatchewan Rough Riders are our Canadian football team,
Right.
a CFL Canadian football team.
One of the first ones, right?
They had a commemorative, which they minted a loonie for, and I've had them in my hands several times, not realizing, oh, yeah, that's Saskatchewan Rough Riders. They probably mint the holy blazes out of them because who's gonna, unless you're a Saskatchewan Rough Rider fan, who's gonna want that, right? You know what I mean? But they only minted 3 million of them, and you'd be surprised how hard they are to get your hands on, even in Canada. Okay, they're tough. I've never seen the likes of it. And they're not a no. This is I don't know. I think it's 2011, isn't it, Marty? 2011. The date on
Rough
that?
Riders.
Yeah. 2011,
2010, I think.
Yeah. So it's not like they were minted 50 years ago, right? So you're just tough, right?
Yeah. Saskatchewan, 2010.
Yeah. So,
what province is east of Ontario? Is that Manitoba or Saskatchewan?
All provinces. The good part of Canada is east of Ontario.
I'm sorry, I'm not. West, I meant.
Okay.
So going towards the Pacific.
Manitoba.
Is it Manitoba?
Manitoba, yeah. Saskatchewan, okay. Alberta.
Then Saskatchewan, BC. Then Alberta.
Yeah, BC.
Then British Columbia. Okay. My Canadian geography is a little sketchy, I'll admit.
And then we have, of course, the Northwest Territories, which was broken up into several different ones. I can't remember them all. There's Nunavut, and there's.
What's Danny say?
Yeah.
3 million coin. $3 million coin. Oh,
yeah.
Sign me up.
Yeah, for a $3 million coin. Yeah, I wish. Yeah.
What roll are you on now, Marty?
I got 6 left, so I must be just finishing up number 8.
Hang on 1 second. I'm going to be right back. I think. Just 1 second. Don't know if I can find that right away or not.
Go get us some Tim Hortons there.
Tim Hortons, yeah. Just run across the street, would you?
What do you want, Marty?
What people were asking me, what the hell's that? Double with milk.
Double with milk.
Yeah, it's just 2 milk, 2 sugar.
Oh. What do you have to say with milk if it's double? Don't they know it's double milk?
I don't know. You just ask for double because double, 2 and 2. You can't go in and ask for just a double, and then next thing you know, you get 2 sugar and 2 cream.
Yeah.
Gotta make sure you specify milk, or else they cream it.
Okay.
And that
doesn't sound good.
No, my stomach can't handle that shit.
My in-laws are from Maine, and there's a Tim Hortons. There was a Tim Hortons in their town. My father-in-law loved that place compared to Dunkin' Donuts, which is now Dunkin'. But it's not there anymore, so he's not happy. I went in there once. No. I was impressed.
It didn't last.
Didn't last there. Yeah.
Strange.
Not in the right spot.
Hortons, man, they're big in Canada.
Yeah, I don't know if there are any in New Hampshire.
You pretty well much got one every block. If I go up the street here to the corner, there's 3 of them.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, here it's either Dunkin's or Starbucks. They kind of have the
I don't know.
coffee donut whatever franchise.
There's a few of them around here, but it's just overpriced whatever to me.
Yeah. I'm not a coffee drinker anyway, so I don't.
And when I go in and ask for coffee, they say, "What kind of coffee?" Just a damn coffee, man. Just give me a coffee.
We don't just serve coffee, sir.
No, we don't. Yeah.
We're not that kind of store. You want just coffee, go to Tim Hortons. Okay.
Okay, man. It's also $3 cheaper.
I'll get 2 for the price of your snicking coffee.
Yeah, pay $5 for a cup of coffee.
Now they're putting I don't think there are Targets in Canada anymore, are there? Target stores?
Target? No, they went downhill real quick.
Yeah. But a lot of Target stores are putting Starbucks in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they bought it Zellers and whatnot, and they opened up all these stores, and I don't even know if they lasted a year. Might have lasted a year.
So what are the big
Okay.
retail chains up there? I'm
Okay,
sure you have
I'm back.
Walmart's.
Walmart.
That's the biggest retail chain, period.
Yeah, Walmart. Then Canadian Tire.
Canadian Tire's a retail, like do they sell other than tires?
Oh yeah, they sell everything, man.
It's called Canadian Tire?
Canadian Tire.
Really? I've heard of Canadian Tire. I assumed it was just like a tire shop,
Nope.
like a Michelin store.
You can
Goodyear.
go in there and buy whatever.
Really?
Buy your fishing equipment, sports equipment,
No kidding.
rifles, lawn furniture,
Rifles, but no
Household
handguns.
Marty,
pet food.
I got something. If you want to make
Everything
me
but
big,
food.
okay. If you want to make me big, I got something I want to show you. Remember when I was talking about grading that you can get in the Mylar flips. Okay, here's an example of a CCS graded Canadian 5 cents 1922 EF40 concave near date. And these are the types of things they come in. See how they have it in an actual flip holder? Because you can actually put these in your 2x2. Yes, they are professionally graded, but these things here are a whole lot cheaper to buy than the slab, and they're just as good at keeping the air off that coin. Look, have a look at that coin. See that that coin is in still pretty good shape. See, look, see, no air has gotten at that one. See, okay, that's 1922. Canadian 5 cents.
Scope you got for Christmas.
Okay. Now that's a CCS, or a CCCS. Now here's an ICS, which is International Coin Certification Service. Okay, this one here is a Canadian 1920 10-cent piece, graded by ICCS. Okay, again,
ICCS, yeah.
in the plastic holder. Okay, it is graded at EF40. Okay.
Yeah, and those are sealed, are they?
Those are heat sealed, so they can't come out of the unless you cut them out, right?
Yeah, kind of like our 20 for $20 you bought. They're all heat
But
sealed.
they'll flip. They'll go in your flip holder, like your page that you hold your white flips in. It'll fit. It fits them. It's designed to fit that. See, so you can display them that way. And these I find just as good as the hard case, but yet it's a cheaper alternative, because you're not paying $25 and $30 for, these little plastic pouches, right?
Yeah.
Well, what does it cost to certify a coin from those companies?
Well, I got these graded a long time ago. Okay, so these would have been graded probably back in the early 80s, and I paid probably $6 a piece to have them graded. Okay, but I submitted a whole bunch of other coins. You see, the more coins you submit, the better deal you get too, right? So, if you submit 10 or 12 coins, instead of paying, say, $8 a coin, they'll probably give you $7 a coin or $6 a coin, whatever it is, right?
Now, I wonder how many are out there that are actually counterfeit, because there's no barcode and nothing to prove that it was graded by.
No hologram sticker.
Yeah, this one.
But those can be counterfeited too. Let's face it.
This one here.
I guess everything can.
This one here actually, This CCCS one actually has an ID number. ID number 100540. I've never looked it up, so I don't know. Never ever looked it up. It does have an ID number. Now the ICCS one, the International Coin Certification Service. Okay. This one has a UN 895. Okay. In our opinion, this is a genuine original item. It says right on. In our opinion, this is a genuine original item. Right? Tampering with this sealed holder invalidates the above opinion. Okay.
That was a long time ago. We got that graded.
Yep. Now, I don't know if these companies still put those things in this type of holder anymore or not, but these are the ones I've got it in. See,
What do they charge a graded coin nowadays?
What's that?
What do they charge a graded coin nowadays?
That's a $64,000 question. Can I phone a friend or take the 50-50?
Oh, there's a colored.
But yeah, that's just some examples of of how you can get a coin graded and have a cheaper option than the hard case, right? At least that's the way Canada does it. I don't know if they do that in the States, but right?
I have no idea.
Because they realize that hard cases can get expensive, and then you have to have a special holder to put your hard cases in. Right.
That's what I find most of the Klondike ones.
Yeah.
Seems that people don't care to hold on to them ones.
There's a lot going on that coin too. There's quite a bit of of markings on that, right? That side almost takes up that whole coin with the color and then all the other stuff that's going on with it, right?
Yeah, you got the guys painting in the river there.
Yeah.
I'm on the ICCS site. They're out of Toronto.
Okay.
And I'm looking for their processing fees. Geez, it's like you have to sign in first. They don't just tell you, hey, you want us about us.
They probably want your email so they can send you a whole bunch of advertisement junk that you're probably not going to use forever, right?
Here's a woman's right to vote, not in bad shape.
Wait, ladies can vote in Canada? Sorry, that was a terrible joke. I didn't mean it.
It's all right. There's no women in the chat.
Well, somebody's going to be. They're going to flame their channel. When did women get the right to vote in Canada?
Now, Now, I do believe PCGS is an American grading company, is it not?
It is, yeah. PCGS is out of Sarasota, Florida, I think.
I don't know if they have a place in Canada or not, but they might.
That's a good question. They have a European base of operations. They have an Asian base of operations, but North America, they probably just send it to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought somewhere in Google I could find something that would indicate what it costs to certify a coin. I don't see it.
Treasure Trolls, Michigan. How are you?
All right, this is from 2016. It says, my understanding it costs about $10 Canadian per coin certification from ICCS.
Well, that's still not that bad if you think about these were done back in probably the early 80s, and I bet you I probably paid $5 or $6 back then.
Yeah.
So
last time I submitted something to NGC, it was a $30 grading fee, plus you pay shipping down, plus you pay shipping back. So it was about $50 per coin.
Yeah. Well,
so the idea was you just send a whole bunch in, like you had said.
You probably still have to pay at least shipping down. I don't know about shipping back, but you probably have to pay shipping down. But when I'm saying $4 or $5 a coin, I'm not including shipping fee because that's a given, right?
Yeah. Right.
You got to pay that anyway, and you got to pay whatever. But if I remember correctly, they didn't charge me big money to put it in these little cases. They were way cheaper than the hard case.
Yeah.
I mean, all it is a piece of mylar, but it's just it doesn't have the bad oils in the plastic that can hurt the coin either, right?
Right.
So they are still a special holder in that way, right?
Oh, there's the caribou. The indigenous caribou.
Yeah, I believe that's probably
it.
I think that's a moose. Yeah, look at the snout. Yeah.
Could be a moose or caribou, yeah.
That's a neat coin, I think. And those are fairly common, you're finding?
Yeah, found quite a few of them.
Yeah. In fact, he finds more of those than he does the UN one.
Yeah, I've probably got about, I don't know how many of them I got now. I gave a lot of them away, so.
And you'd think they would have colorized the gold in the pan or something as well, since it's celebrating the indigenous side of the area, plus the fact that it was a gold rush up there. But that's the Klondike. Am I correct in that?
Yeah, that's the Klondike.
Yeah, Klondike.
That's the colored Klondike. You can get a plain one too, without the color.
Yeah, 1896 to 2021.
125 years, 130, 150 years of the Klondike Gold Rush, something like that anyway. There's a significance why it's double dated like that.
I've got to check the chat, see if anybody's hating me for my voting comment. All right. Whoo! I dodged that bullet.
What do we got? No, we got Omnivox. There we go. That's our buddy in BC on his other channel.
Oh yeah, cool.
That's what?
Dimebag Darren.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, he's in disguise now.
Hello, John Chum. By the way, I have been paying attention to the chat. David Carlisle's up there too.
That's his karaoke video game channel.
Well, those winters are long up there in Canada. You have to do something in the winter.
Well, we haven't gotten any significant snow here yet. We haven't had any accumulation of that you can actually say anything. So,
oh, that's good. Well,
Thank
Buffalo got nailed. I imagine.
They can
parts of it.
They can have it.
Nailed.
They can have it.
And Jason was saying in BC there were 2-3 feet of snow.
Shh.
Oh yeah, he's in northern BC.
Yeah. As long as I'm not shoveling it off my driveway, I'm happy.
He's up in the mountains.
Yeah, so if somebody wanted to live in Canada and live in kind of the most warmest, nice English, the warmest, most temperate part of Canada, where would that be?
Vancouver.
Used to be British Columbia. Yeah, used to be
British Columbia. Yeah.
Used to be the Pacific Coast.
Yeah, that would make sense.
But with the climate changing as it has in the past few years, that's a good question.
What city has the underground? Well, maybe there's more than one city in Canada that has it. Basically, an underground pedestrian way where you can get from different parts of the city.
Oh, Montreal has it.
Montreal does? Okay.
Yeah, and Toronto does too.
Yeah. That makes sense. Yeah. And there are businesses underground, basically.
I know the city of Edmonton has a subway, but I don't know if it's underground. I'm not familiar with Calgary because I've never been to Calgary. See, I've been across Canada 3 times by train. My father was Canadian National Railways personnel. But when we stopped in Calgary, we were only there for like, an hour and a half while they change a few cars and take a few cars off, right? So you really don't get too much time to go running too far away from the station or you're going to miss your train, right? So, right. But I was in Edmonton a little longer and then, some of the other places, yeah. But I actually
go on.
I actually put my hand in both oceans 3 times in my lifetime.
Oh, that's nice. I've never touched the Pacific.
Never gone to BC. Made it as far as Alberta.
Well, with my dad being CN personnel at one time, we could go from Halifax to Toronto for nothing, and then from Toronto to Vancouver, British Columbia for half price. Right? We could stay in any CN-owned hotel for nothing. Right across the country at that time. Now, I know that when my father passed away, my mother still has a lifetime CN pass that she can take a passenger train anywhere across the country she wants for free until she passes away. And then that's no good. It can't be passed down to me or anything. No.
Nice benefit.
But that was part of the fringe benefits that comes along with, having a father that worked all those years, for Canadian National Railways. Right?
Sure.
I don't think CN personnel would get that advantage today. I can't say they would or they wouldn't. I'm not sure how the rules work, but at that time, that's what it was. And of course, it's grandfathered in until she passes away, right? Which is nice of them. I can't complain. CN's been good to my family, so I have to say that they were able to put a roof over my head and shoes on my feet and food in my stomach for many, many years. So until my father passed away of cancer, but years ago, I was just 19.
Jeez, that's a lot of years ago.
Yeah.
I hope your mom got your dad's pension then.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Goodness for that.
Yeah.
Yeah, geez, he must have been young.
I was 19. Yeah.
No, your father must have been young.
He was 48.
Oh, that was way too young. Way too young.
He smoked a pack of cigarettes every day for 30 years. Yeah,
that'll do it.
Yeah, and then you get some people that are 90 years old and they're still smoking, right?
Yes, isn't that the way it goes, right?
They've got to be outliers, though. I mean, statistically, it's not going to be good for you.
Anybody that tries to tell you that cancer isn't hereditary, you tell them they're full of you-know-what.
Yeah.
Because I got to tell you something. My father, his two sisters passed away 6 months before him, both of them 6 months apart from each other, and both of them smoked for well over 30 years, a pack a day of cigarettes. And it was lung cancer that they had, too. So for anybody that tells you that cancer isn't hereditary, somebody got it wrong. All right.
We're all born with cancer.
Well, we're all going to go sometime, right?
It's just a matter of whether it lets loose.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you, I was going to kind of preface it by saying, what do you got?
That's a newbie.
An Oscar Mayer. An Oscar Peterson, I should say, not Oscar Mayer.
An Oscar Mayer.
Yeah.
He's such a wiener.
An Oscar Mayer Wiener coin, yeah. It's actually Oscar Peterson. He's a piano player.
Right on.
Yeah.
I've heard of Oscar Peterson, yeah. I didn't know that Alexander Graham Bell was spent time in Canada.
Oh, yes. They have a museum.
Yeah, he was there in Nova Scotia.
Yeah.
That looks a little bit like Uncle Al there, Marty.
Yeah.
He squinted.
He never did pop back in. Did he ever contact you after your stream?
He went in chat and said why, and that was it. That was the extent of his conversation.
Again, there's a plain version.
You should have messaged him back on Facebook. Why what?
Now, not to sound too skeptical of the artistic design, why do that? What does that purple signify? Whereas you think they'd want to do the notes coming off the keyboard or maybe the keyboard itself. What is that about design?
Well, that's a pretty good question.
That is.
I think what they're doing is just trying to accent the unmarked part of the coin, because as you see, with the exception of the color, none of the design is in any part of that where it's colored.
All right, we'll go with that.
You know what I mean? So I'm taking it that they're just trying to accent the center of the coin around the maple leaf. That is just an opinion, of course, but
Now look above the notes. They have the letter notes and the numbers.
Yeah.
So that must, of course, be the song. That's neat.
Well, that would be whatever Oscar Peterson is playing on the piano at that particular time. I would be interested in knowing if somebody can actually read those notes and if it does actually play that short little tickety boo.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's neat.
Or if somebody just threw those notes on it as random, right?
Yeah, that must be part of one of his famous tunes.
I'll blow that up.
I would think it's probably one of Oscar Peterson's tunes. Yes.
Right.
That's probably a safe guess.
Oh, wait a minute. Such as Hymn to Freedom, blues. Oh, was he a blues pianist? Is that why? Is the coloring blue? Is it purple?
Well, it's purple. That's what I was looking. Is it blue or purple? But it is purple.
Yeah.
All right.
That's what I was kind of thinking too. The blues, but it's a purple color.
Yeah. I think he was an African Canadian pianist. I think you know what I mean. That's what it's depicting there, right? And I would imagine he probably played either blues or jazz or whatever it was. I would think. I heard of the name, but I honestly have to say I was never a fan because I'm not really a huge fan of that type of music, but
And have you heard the rumor that's a satellite dish on the Alexander Graham Bell?
Well,
Marty's rubbing my nose on that when I said
it kind of well, to be honest with you, it kind of does look like a satellite, but it's a plane.
Looks like it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
When he said that, it looks like it.
Yeah. Actually, I never thought of it that way. You say that. Yeah, you're right.
Well, my thinking was he did something with sound and radio waves and things like that. So maybe he did something that led to the development of satellite communications.
Yeah.
He did something with aviation or something.
And I had no idea that he was
airplane.
aeronautical engineering. Yeah. He was a pretty amazing Scot.
Oh yeah.
Scot, Nova Scotian, American, whatever. Wasn't he like multinational?
Yeah. A lot of people don't know this, but the original name of Nova Scotia was once called New Scotland.
Yeah, New Scotland. Yeah.
That's what Nova Scotia means in Latin.
Yeah, New Scotland.
I'll use Scots-Irish.
And then there's the Cape Bretoners down in the Bay by. We don't know how that happened.
I just sent something to Cape Breton. I sent
Dave, quit smoking. Good for you. So did I, man.
Yeah.
18 years ago.
Yeah. Me
I sent Jimmy
15 years
Cloak
ago.
something. He's Cape Breton,
Jimmy.
I think.
The big deal with the Cape Breton here is, we say a Cape Bretoner is, it's a Newfoundlander who tried to cross Canada, ran out of money, had to stop there.
Oh, jeez. What do you say about the people in Prince Edward Island? They had even less fare.
The island.
Their boat started leaking.
That's it. It's going down.
Had to go around to the warm side of the province.
Well, good thing is they sunk in shallow water.
I hear it's gorgeous, though. Prince Edward Island.
Yeah.
Well, it's probably all gorgeous up there.
Still haven't got
geographically, it's going to be the same.
If you're going to tour PEI, bring lots of money.
Oh, it's pricey, huh?
Oh.
I'm going to take a trip there maybe the next year, but I'd like to go to Newfoundland, but it's just too darn expensive.
Oh, I'd love to go to Newfoundland. I absolutely love it.
I think the ferry's like $300.
That's actually the one and only province that I've never been to, by train, right? Because you have to go across on the water, right? So that's the only one.
Or swim.
Well, yeah, I suppose you could swim it if you wanted to, but I don't know. It's a pretty long swim.
Oh, get a floaty.
I mean,
Is that your last roll, Marty?
Second last.
All right. I'm sorry. I feel like I'm blabbing.
He wants to get rid of me. Come on, finish up. What do we got? Yeah, we're getting there, Riv.
All right. I'll stick with you to the end. Otherwise, I was going to bow out.
Yeah, you're the man. Paul would have probably been out in the shed by now, trying to harden his wood.
Don't jeepers. No comment. I asked Paul, I think it was before you got, well, it must have been before you got on the stream last night, Marty. So the Queen Elizabeth toonie with a black rim, if you want to call it that.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get
Is that outer rim the same alloy as the current alloy of the toonie? And how did
from what I understand, it was just it's more like a gray, really a darker gray, and it was just a different heat treatment.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I do think the metal composition will be the same. Yes, I do think.
Yeah.
Well, is it steel on the outside or is it something else?
This is nickel plated. I think it's copper or
actually, I have one right here.
Steel.
I can see if it's
some kind of a plated steel. I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, a magnet sticks to it. No, yeah. Okay, so they just did something. It's heat. Okay, so I said it can't be enamel. That would be foolish.
No. From what I heard, somebody mentioned,
and they're not going to change the way they alloy that much because it has to be within certain tolerances and certain.
From what I understand, the coin has been minted for circulation. It is out there right now. However, I haven't seen one in circulation, nor have I found one. But for those people that want to purchase one, please don't purchase it from the mint. You will find plenty of those in circulation when they do come out. Because
that's the thing, the mint's not selling them. You cannot buy them from the mint.
Or wherever the dealers are getting them from then. Okay. Yeah. Because they're going to sell them to you for probably twice or three times what they should be selling them to you for.
Marty knows all about that.
$100 a roll.
if put it this way, if you want one, if and when one comes in my hand, you give me your email and your shipping and your mail, and I will send you one. Okay, I mean,
they're selling for 4 times what they're worth.
yeah, that's crazy, absolutely crazy. Okay, because I suspect the mintage levels of those would be probably around 10 or 12 million, which is a lot for those.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my. I suspect that. Okay, because it's going to be a fairly popular coin. Yes.
I would like one
I
eventually.
heard 5 million, but I don't know where that person got that number from. Because I haven't even seen a number on it. So
even 5 million is not an impossible number for Canada, right? That's still.
Well, that's a nice design, Marty. That military one.
Yeah.
Canadian Navy.
That's 2010 again.
Yeah. That would have been nice to have had that in color. That would.
Oh, can you imagine that? Yeah, that anchor in color or the.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, that would have been nice.
Yeah, that would have been really sharp.
100 years of the Navy,
especially here in Halifax, where we are a Navy port. That's right.
Is it Canadian Navy or Royal Canadian Navy?
It's His or Her Majesty's Canadian ships. So HMCS. The HM standing for his. HMCS. It would be His Majesty's now because Her Majesty's has passed on, right?
But so does a sailor enlist in the Canadian Navy or the Royal Canadian Navy?
No, it wouldn't. It's
like
not.
What's your Air Force called?
It's not the our Air Force is called Royal Canadian Air Force.
Yeah. Royal Canadian Air Force. Yeah, but the Navy, I think, is just a Canadian Navy.
Yeah. But our ships, if you read the side of them, it does say HMS Halifax or HMS Fredericton or HMS, right? Which stands for Her Majesty's or His Majesty's Canadian ships.
Yeah, it's been
HMS. It's kind of baloney because it's not like they paid for it.
Back, way back when our first ship.
Yeah. One time Canada had an aircraft carrier, yes. It was called the Bonaventure. It was decommissioned back in the early 70s and scrapped.
Oh, there's an Oscar Peterson.
We actually did have an aircraft carrier one time, yeah.
Let's see.
There we go. There's a matching one.
Oh, there you go. There's the non-color right there.
Yeah. It's only 1 million of them minted.
So he has the set.
Any doubling on the fingers?
No, that's only.
He's a really good pianist.
You know what?
Extra fingers.
That's. You know what? That's probably not an unreasonable thing to say. You should be.
No extra thumb neither.
Right? I mean, we might laugh about it, but you never know. There very well could be. I mean,
start looking, Colin. You could have a gold mine in your hands.
Yeah. I mean, our mint here isn't oblivious to errors and cuds and things like that either. No. So we get them. Right?
Oh yeah, they're out there.
Dan said blue for the Blues.
If you got time to go under the scope with all of them.
Blue for the Blues, yeah.
What's Dan say?
I guess that makes sense. But I would have put blue on the notes personally than just that field.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know.
They didn't ask my opinion when they designed it.
That's it. They should have talked to Riv.
So after this Elizabeth Memorial toonie, do they announce what the next toonie, what the 2023 toonie or 20?
Here's my.
How far ahead did they go?
Here's my take on what I'm going to tell you about that. You probably won't see a 2023 coin here in Canada until at least after the coronation of the king, which will be probably sometime late April or mid-May. That is just an opinion, but it has been the trend that, and before the 70 years, this queen lasted 70 years. When a monarch passes away, if there's a coin done, they usually, if the monarch passes before the next new mint, they usually finish out the rest of the year with that particular portrait. Then the following year they come out with the next person or the next king or queen or whatever it is. Okay.
So what portraits minted between January and say April or May of 2023?
Okay, nothing right now, because at one time the Royal Canadian Mint used to mint from February Used to put the new coins out in February, but I think that's been changed. I'm not 100% sure on that. But if that's still the case, then yes, they will wait until the king is coronated before they mint the new 2023s.
Because Marty said he wants Justin Trudeau's portrait on his coins.
Yeah, right.
Okay, let's not get into politics. I have an opinion of the man who runs the country, and you're not going to want to hear it. So let's just put it this way: it wouldn't be kind for adult ears, let alone children's ears.
Oh dear. Okay.
Okay. So that's now again that's opinion, right? But
right now they got no circulation coins for 2023.
Yeah, but they're going to say that until they exactly know what they're doing too, right? Because our
your bank starts screaming.
Our mint here in Canada isn't government owned anymore; it's independent owned. Right? It's still called the Royal Canadian Mint, but it's not government owned.
Really? Yeah, private, or is it like quasi?
It's private. Yeah.
Is that right? Wow.
Yeah.
So they do got the peace dollar 2023.
I don't think that would fly down in America.
Yeah.
All the
if they said let's privatize the mint.
Well, since 1993, the Royal Canadian Mint was losing $2 to $4 million a year every year because of the stupidity of over minting coins like crazy.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, it was getting ridiculous. So they came along
and he changed the composition of the nickel.
Yeah, they're sold out of the peace dollars. That's the peace dollars 2023, and that had the queen on it. So,
yeah. Well,
was that a circulation coin, Marty?
No.
Oh.
Up until 19,
it's only like a 6,000 minted.
I think it's 1987. I think it's 1987, 86 or 87. When they stopped making pennies out of 99% copper in Canada, it was costing this country 8 cents to make a penny.
A great
That's good economics for somebody.
Now how much longer the penny is going to last in the States, I have no idea. There's speculation it could be 3 to 5 more years, but that's speculation.
Well, I have a coin magazine from 1983 that had a pro and con for getting rid of the pennies. They've been talking about eliminating the penny for 20, 30, 40 years. I don't know.
Because they were actually talking here in Canada of creating a $5 coin. Great. Just lovely. But that was talked about, but I don't think it's going to materialize as of yet, because I think it's probably going to be costly.
And phasing out the $5 bill?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you'll have more shrapnel in your pockets.
Oh boy.
We'd never be out of ammunition, that's for sure.
And your gas mileage is going to drop because you're going to be heavier.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, we already the prices are high for everything here anyway. It's killing us now, right? So,
well, I think the last stream we were talking about gas prices in Canada versus America. I won't talk about that because it was kind of painful for Marty.
Oh yeah. Well, he doesn't drive, so it doesn't pain.
I don't have a vehicle anymore, but
well, it's costing you indirectly then with food prices and everything else.
Oh yeah. Sure
well,
it's always passed on to the consumer. Let's face it.
I can drive. I still do have a driver's license, but it's just that to maintain and upkeep of a vehicle now, and even the price of fuel to run it to kill you, right? I mean, out here off the lot for a brand new half-ton truck, a 4x4, it's $94,000.
Yeah,
$94,000.
Yep. $100,000.
That's insane.
Well, what does a typical 3-bedroom single family home cost up your way? I don't want to think about that.
But still,
you're looking at $500,000.
Yeah, I bet.
In 1993, when I bought this half of the row house, I paid $70,184 for. Think about that, and that was 1993. It's paid for now, but I just saw a truck off the lot that in 1993 would have cost more than my house.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Right now, mind you, this is a row house.
Is that a Nazi?
Yeah,
that's Hindenburg.
Yeah, that looks like. I don't think it's that part of Germany. I think it's probably the other part.
Oh no, it's bad.
34. Hitler was in control fully in 35.
Yeah.
Is there a swastika on the back?
Oh yeah.
Oh, you might not want to turn that around then.
That's a Nazi. And it's funny. He looks like Stalin.
Now, I will tell you.
He does look a little bit like him, doesn't he?
I don't know what the reaction to people would be if you did turn that around.
Gold-plated silver.
It is a coin, right?
I don't know. Maybe YouTube might give you a strike or something.
Yeah, it's not meant to offend or anything because that's the way the coin was designed, right? But just to be on the safe side, I wouldn't turn it around.
Just, And let's look at the 7-finger pianist.
That's not the reverse of that coin.
Oops.
Good save, Marty. Good save.
Yeah, some people are offended.
Yeah, that's just to keep it on the safe side, right? Because I mean, even my channel name, I thought YouTube would balk at my channel.
All part of history, man.
Right?
It is. It is.
And of course, you take the swastika. You're talking about a couple 1,000-year-old religious sign that's been been around for a long time.
Yeah, but the Nazis corrupted.
All he did is spin it around. He just reversed the image. That's all he did.
I mean, and you know what? You can respect that, right? Which is fine, And I mean, that's okay with us. I mean, we're not gonna condemn collectors for having them either. You know what I mean? Because I've gotten bags of coins with them in it. I mean, they're still fairly common, right?
In German, man, a Hexenkreuz. That's what they call it.
Is that what it's called? The what?
That's what it's called. A Hexenkreuz.
Hexenkreuz cross.
Sprechen Sie kein Deutsch.
Was ist das Hexenkreuz?
Okay. Ja,
was ist das?
Do they still?
Was ist los?
Do they still, Marty? Do they still use the mark in Germany, or have they gone to the euro?
I have no idea, buddy. I'm not over there.
Yeah.
I haven't been in there since I was 2 years old.
Oh, okay.
1967.
Oh yeah.
Coin Junkie.
How you doing, Coin Junkie?
Hey, Coin Junkie.
That's where my history started, 1967 in Canada.
Oh yeah.
I don't know anything about my family over in Europe.
Oh.
Nothing.
Well, most of my descendants are on the English side of the big pond, so they emigrated to Canada. What is it?
That's why I'm fascinated when you get these people down here, or like Hector last night. Where his family dates back to. What do you say? 1500?
Yeah.
Yeah. He was talking about Cortez. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've traced the last name side of my family, as far back as 1066, Nottinghamshire, England.
Oh.
But the first known settlement of people with my last name in Canada was in Trinity Bay, Newfoundland in 1777. How we ever ended up in Trinity Bay when we first got to Canada, I don't know.
One of your progenitors just boarded a ship and thought he was going to Bermuda or someplace like that.
Thought he was going to Cape Breton, ran out of money and stopped there. Yeah.
They reach from Conception Bay. They come by chance.
Right.
They got some fancy names there in Newfoundland.
Yeah. Wherever Trinity Bay, Newfoundland is, I have no idea. Well, it's in Newfoundland.
He said, "What? We're going where? We're not turning around."
Yeah.
It's on the rock.
Yeah.
Oh well. Call it a day.
Yeah. All right, gents. I will bow out as well.
So we got 2 Klondike. We got the Oscar. And we got the Oscar colored. So a couple finds anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got this lucky Loonie, which is pretty nice.
Yeah.
And why is that called lucky? Referred
lucky
to as
Loonie.
lucky?
It was what they called the Olympic Loonies.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we have one. We have one of the loons settling and one of the loon landing too.
Well, it was 2008.
Yeah.
2008. That's just they called it the. Well, there's one called the Flying Loonie.
Yeah, I think that one is the flying Loonie,
Yeah.
and the other one is the one where he's landing.
But they're all Olympic wings.
Yeah.
All right, gents.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for inviting me on.
No problem.
Well, thanks for popping up. We'll
Have
send you a
fun.
whole mess of loonies, toonies.
A what?
We'll send you a bunch of these loonies.
Yeah. Yeah, you can tell everybody you were up here with us in the loony bin.
That's right.
That's no surprise there.
Just for coming here, John. Just for coming here, Jonathan. You get a sticker.
All right.
See?
Oh, you are the man. Thank you. You don't have to do
look
that. I mailed
There we go.
2 dimes.
We give you a sticker, and we give you the cool loonies.
Oh, look at that.
The satellite dish. Wow.
The satellite dish is all ready to go. Says thank you, Jonathan.
Well, don't show me too much.
You already know you were getting it. I already told you.
Just make sure Ringo signs the card too, okay?
Sticker. Yeah. You'll probably see a pop print on it.
Yeah. Put a pen in Ringo's mouth.
That's all I want.
No, we'll just get a pop print.
Yep.
I'll go outside, put his paw in the mud, and stamp it.
That's
Yeah,
okay.
that's a good idea.
I said I mailed a letter from New Hampshire to Cape Breton, which obviously is Nova Scotia. It only cost me $1.60 US. I was surprised. And it has a mercury dime and a barber dime in it.
Yeah.
So it's not like it was just paper. It had some weight to it.
Did it make it there?
I mailed it this morning, and the post office.
Did they ask you what was in it?
Yep. Well, no, they said, does it have this, or this? I said, no,
Okay.
nothing hazardous, not going to explode.
Whatever you do, if you mail coins, especially if it's silver and you're mailing it to Canada, okay, make sure you if they ask you what it is, either put down numismatic giveaway or souvenir giveaway.
Yeah.
Don't put down that it's coins.
I don't put down.
I was taught numismatic material is the
that'll work. That'll work. Okay.
But they didn't ask me that. I said, do I have to fill out any kind of custom forms? And that's where he said, well, no. Does it have this? And I said, no, it doesn't.
I do. Great.
And it wouldn't let her rate, but I was surprised it was so cheap. I was expecting a $5.
Well, if it's a standard letter, then no, you don't have to fill out a custom. Like if it'll go in a standard envelope, then you don't have to fill a custom. But if you're putting it in a packing envelope, okay, or one of those cardboard economy shipping envelopes, okay, then they'll when I send to the States, they make me fill out a custom form.
Oh, okay, all right. So what I was getting at, Marty, is if it's going to be heavy, I'll pay for the shipping.
They quit the custom forms. You don't have to fill them out anymore. Now they just automatically have it on the computer.
Really? Oh, yeah. Okay.
Well, it would be quicker for me to drive from where I live to Montreal or to New Brunswick than it would be for me to go to like Pennsylvania. So,
oh really?
It's almost like the custom forms are stupid. I don't want to say our customs laws and your custom laws don't need to be there. They should, but Canada and America, I mean, come on.
How far are you from the Canadian border?
I live in central New Hampshire, so if I got in my car, I'd probably get there in a couple hours, 2.5 hours.
Oh, that's not that bad.
That's not far.
Nope. In fact, I had I wear contact lenses, and somebody said, if you ever want to get LASIK, go to Quebec because it's going to be like half the price of getting it in America. And I'm like, well, yeah, but if the taxpayers in Canada are helping to pay for that, that's not right.
Doesn't matter. They give it to you anyway.
But no, they advertise down here in New Hampshire, in New England, saying, come on up here and get it
anyway.
Okay.
Come on up.
Yeah.
There you go.
All right, I'll take the cat to Nova Scotia. You pick me up, Marty.
Drive
me to the hospital.
Yeah, ship the cat to Nova Scotia. There you go.
I can take that out of Portland, Maine.
Do I need a custom form for a cat? Yeah, I don't.
I wonder what it costs to go across on the cat.
Yeah.
I think it's in the hundreds of dollars, but
imagine it's not cheap.
That might be if you want to take your car too.
go to Maine, go over. New
There is a
Brunswick.
there is a ferry, or there used to be a ferry that went from Yarmouth in Nova Scotia to Bahab, Maine.
Yeah, that's the cat.
Yeah,
It's a catamaran type of ship.
Okay, so do they
It's
still
called the
have
cat.
that?
Yeah,
that's the one Nova Scotia
they do.
loses millions of dollars on every year.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it used to go from Bar Harbor. I'm sorry, from Portland. I thought it was Portland to Yarmouth, but I think one goes from Bar Harbor. Maybe it goes from like Portland, Maine to Bar Harbor, then over. But I think it goes to Halifax. I thought.
No, I've never seen it. So maybe here, unless it's being repaired, maybe it might be an Halifax repair work. But I've never.
It was a little leaky last time I heard.
Well, it's owned by the states.
There were too many loonies on there and toonies.
Didn't the states buy it, and then plus we had to pay the states to take it?
If it's a little leaky, it must be Canadian.
But that would be a neat way to go, because if I drove to Halifax, I'd have to go up the coast of Maine, basically New Brunswick, come down over northwest kind of Nova Scotia, then zip down. It would probably be quicker for me to take the boat.
Where's that? Where's northwest kind of Nova Scotia?
And you end up in Yarmouth, which is 4 hours.
Well, I mean the part that connects with New Brunswick. I don't know what you call it.
Yeah.
The bad part.
There's actually a name for that. It's called the Tantramar Marshes.
Oh, I'll call it the Northwest. Thank you very much.
And the little strip of land that connects Nova Scotia to New Brunswick. Okay, where New Brunswick is called the Isthmus of Chignecto.
Again, I'll call it the Northwest. Thank you very much.
I know, but yeah.
Oh, all right, guys. If I don't see you, have a great New Year's and all that.
Yeah, same to you.
Well, hey, you're on. You're not on until Saturday, right?
I thought it was Friday, but I guess it's Saturday.
Well, according to Paul, it's Saturday now.
I guess it would be Saturday.
You guys got to sort that out.
Well, I'm going with Saturday.
And
Don should be joining us, but I'm sure it's going to be a pop-on
Thursday thing.
If you're in America, check me out at Seaweed Coins. I have a channel, so.
How often do you live stream, or do you post recorded?
Well,
videos?
I was live streaming, but I may not get a chance to get a live stream in these holidays because my son is busy going to all the World Junior Hockey games. They're playing that World Junior Hockey Championships being played here in Halifax, right? So I'm actually going to one of the games tomorrow night, Canada versus Germany. So.
What's the age range of the players in the World Junior Hockey? I've never heard of it.
16 to the over age of 21, but it's mostly 19-year-olds.
So I'm sure there are a lot of NHL folks there just kind of watching.
Well, there's a young man with Connor Bedard. Connor Bedard is the big first round pick that everybody, and he'll be there. He'll be playing.
Connor Bedard. He sounds like
Connor Bedard. Yeah. He's the big Canadian player that's supposed to go first overall in the draft.
Yeah. Make his money while he can.
Yeah.
You don't make it long in hockey.
Well, yeah, but hey, for the amount of money, if somebody came to me and honestly said to me they'd give me, $5 or $6 million to play 5 years, I just play my 5 years. That's $5 million a year. Play my 5 years and say thanks, guys.
Oh, I hear you, but
see you later.
If that same superstar were drafted in Major League Baseball or the NFL or the NBA, it would be 10 to whatever million for those.
I remember what was really funny. I was on a hockey site one time, and the guys were complaining about bad NHL contracts, for starting players. And I said, bad NHL contracts. I said, an entry-level contract for an NHL hockey player now is between $1.8 and $2 million. Like, my gosh, what are you complaining about? And that's U.S., by the way, because they only get paid in U.S. funds. So if that's a bad contract, when can you sign me up? Because I've played plenty of hockey. I'll play my 1 year for $2 million. Heck, I can pretend to be injured.
And you already have half a face mask there, Colin.
Do you know what's funny?
Goalie.
I was a goaltender.
Were you really?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Without the beard?
Well, I had a beard.
Did you fit the beard in the mask?
Yeah. I could grow this. I bet you I could grow this as a 16-year-old, no problem at all.
The NHL will probably say no because that's going to give you an unfair advantage. Extra heat. You're going to be more resilient in the net.
For your information, I actually wore the molded face mask because this was out even before they had the cage. And I got to tell you something. Even if you get hit in the face with that molded face mask, yeah, it hurts.
Oh, I bet. I bet you get with a puck, hit with a puck anywhere, you're feeling it.
All that does is save me from bones being broken.
Right.
Right. But
what do you have there, Marty?
Yeah.
1951 Florin.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
A Florin?
Yeah, that's
Australian
British, I believe.
or New Zealand?
Australian. Okay. Australia. There you go. In the land
now that looks like, to me, that looks like it may have been cleaned. I don't know. Well,
oh no, that's definitely not cleaned. I can tell you that.
What were you saying, Jonathan?
I said that looks to me like it's been cleaned, but now I'm kind of second guessing myself. Let's see the other side.
Cameras are deceiving, right?
No, I'm going to say
no.
no.
There's no indication. There's no indication there that tells me that that's been cleaned with anything that's rubbing it anyway.
I'm just looking at the grime that's collecting between the and there's nothing there. There's no inconsistencies on the back, though. When I see a lot of gunk in one area and not so much gunk in another area, that kind of raises a red flag. But
yeah, that
only was just one. That was just a. Right there with the 1901. Yeah. No, I'm good. I don't think it's clean. I think that's just from circulation.
Yeah, that could be. But that is one indication, yes. But you should always go with more than one, right? Yeah.
Oh.
A Florin.
Florin. They're pretty
Florin,
cool.
Yeah.
Got a crown somewhere, but we don't know where it went.
I don't think I have a crown. I got a half crown. I think maybe I do have a crown. I'm not sure. I might be able to show you an example of a crown, but I'd have to. It would take me 15 minutes to dig it out. There might be a crown here.
Now that's original surfaces. Look at that. You get some cameo going in those guys going at each other with the hammers.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hammer fight. 1738 hammer fight.
Origin.
What is that commemorating? You weren't Canada in 17 whatever. Well, you kind of were Canada. You were upper and lower, weren't you?
1867, we were officially Canada from coast to coast.
That's Forges de Saint, whatever.
Saint Maurice.
Can't read French, man. Can you read French?
Saint Maurice Ironworks. Oh, that's neat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna guess that's in Quebec. Oh, that's a nice cameo.
Yeah, that almost looks like that's frosted. Is that frosted proof, Marty?
Yeah, that's a proof.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
50% silver.
Yeah.
Just to prove it's silver, Marty, touch it with your fingers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Leave those fingerprints.
That's it. That somebody took it of a double dollar set.
That's neat. Yeah. That's a nice one.
Nice
I've never seen that design.
It's in pretty good shape. There's not a lot of nicks and bag marks on that, is there?
It is a nice coin.
Yep.
Yeah. All kinds of. There's all the stuff we're finding. Just all the loonies.
Yeah.
All us loonies. Probably can't see them on that camera.
All us loonies, yeah.
Loonies at the loony bin. Loonies and toonies and quarters. Yeah. I do got a few nice 50-cent pieces too. 2012.
Yeah. That one of the ones I gave you, Marty?
No, that's
Oh no, that's not.
That there's a specimen.
Is that like a reverse proof?
Yeah, that's the specimen.
Yeah. That's Those are what our Canadian 50-cent pieces look like. They stopped minting those in 1985 for circulation. They did make, I shouldn't say that. They stopped minting them for circulation in 1985, but there was one exception. In the 2002, to mark the coronation, or the 50 years of ascension and the coronation of the king and queen, for the 50 years, they brought one out only for that year for circulation. So yes, there was one more year after 85 that the Canadian 50-cent piece was circulated, and that was 2002. Other than that, the only way to get them after 1985 was in a PL set.
So you got your proof like sets, Jonathan?
I beg your pardon?
Then you got your proof like set, then you got your specimen set, which are these. And then you got your, of course, proof sets. And
now, the Canadian 50-cent piece is my forte. I have every Canadian 50-cent piece, including the varieties, with the exception of one variety from 1937 to present. I have them all.
Here's a specimen toonie.
In 1947, they made 4 different versions of the 50-cent piece. I have 3 of the 4.
That would make, in my opinion, a nice colorized toonie.
There is a colorized toonie. The one that's out this year has the 50th anniversary of the Canada Soviet Summit series back in 1972, and that's the center is fully colored with hockey players. It's really cool. It's a nice coin. I don't know, Marty. You have one of those there?
The Summit ones?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do have one.
But I was saying that polar bear design would be nice colorized.
Yeah.
Yeah, I picked up that series one too.
Didn't you get that? I thought Jonathan picked up the Summit.
I have all the colorized toonies except for the Elizabeth Memorial.
Where is that Summit one?
You have the Northern Lights toonie too, the one that glows in the dark?
Yes.
Yeah. That's a hard one to find. They're tough to find. The color.
Oh, there's the Summit one. Yeah. Bigger was laid on it. It was,
yeah, it has a nice retro kind of design to it.
Yeah, that's,
yeah, that's our newest one there.
Did you find that roll hunting or in circulation? Or
that's a circulating coin. Yes. Everyday circulation.
Yeah, nice Nick Mullner was giving a whole bunch of these away.
There's a plain one too.
Is there a plain one of those?
Yep.
Yeah.
I have one. Just one, but I have one.
Yeah, I'm probably in the New Year's. I'll probably start hunting some toonies. First, I want to find some of these loonies. Like I do have the Bell loonies, out of a mint roll, but I want to pull some out of circulation.
Yeah, they're nice.
I haven't run into one of them yet. So
yeah.
And then there's a Poppy toonie.
Oh yeah.
I think Jonathan's got that one. Probably.
You have the arm. That's the Armistice. Yeah.
Yeah.
That comes in a plain version too. That's a nice coin,
Jonathan.
Do I have that one? Yes.
I like that one actually. That's nice. That's kind of like
the series, the D-Day, the Victory Torch, the Insulin, the Armistice, the Northern Lights, and the Bill Reed.
The Bill Reed, yeah.
I think that's all the colorized.
Yeah, that's all the toonies.
Do you have the plain ones to match them all?
No, I'm only collecting colorized, and I know that may not make a lot of sense to a lot of people because the populations and whatnot. But
I actually have a typeset of every circulating colored Canadian coin, just a colored one.
Yeah, yeah.
So I have all the quarters, all including the dime. There's a 10-cent piece that has coloring on it too.
Yeah.
My focus is really on U.S. coins.
There's a proof 50 center.
I want to go to. Oh, that's a beauty.
Well, that's nice. Yeah.
1981 proof.
That's a nice one, Marty. Yeah, that's a nice one. Yeah. Yep.
Boy, that would get a nice grade, I bet.
Oh, who's got their
There's Danny
machines
boy.
walking?
Sorry, guys, work stuff, Danny says.
Sorry, guys, work stuff.
What I missed? 3 million. Yeah, you missed. Here's a $3 million coin now, Dan.
Yeah.
Dan,
Just,
Marty
forward
was
me the
giving it
money and I'll
away.
send
He drew your name, but you weren't here, so sorry.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right, gents, I'm gonna leave. Have a
Yeah.
great rest of the week. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Be
you too,
safe.
buddy. We'll,
You have yourself
see you Saturday, or
a happy holidays there, my friend.
maybe
You
we'll see you
too.
Thursday if you show up on Mark's stream.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask if you're stuck
Yeah.
on anything Canadian.
Thank you. Same here for American coins. Take care. Bye.
Yeah.
All right. See you later, Jonathan. Take care, buddy.
Bye. Yeah, well.
All right, we're off. Off and running.
Okay. You're off like a turd of hurdles.
That's it. Off like a
Alrighty.
turd of turds.
Anyhow, we'll see you when you're on again, then, Marty. Unless you're up for a visit, that too.
Yeah,
Actually, there's a Loonie up here that you got to pick up that non-colored UN there for that giveaway.
Yeah. So see, this is the one you need, though, right? This wherever it is.
Yep.
1992.
Yep.
What did I do with it? I know I had 2 of them.
Yep.
That was that one. Hang on a sec here. Where are we here? Booyah. Yeah, I found 2 of them, so.
Yeah. Double date reverse. Yep. Not obverse. It's reverse. Yeah. Yeah. And then
What the heck is that?
once I get that in, there'll be a 2003 Loonie with the crown. And then the 2000. Oh,
Yeah.
the 2002 Loon double date obverse.
2002
Double date obverse. Yeah.
double date adverse.
So I was getting them both mixed up. That's what I was doing.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah,
of course,
I can part with one of these.
the 2010 MRCM. I don't know why I never did come across one of those, but
That coin, man. That's crazy.
that nice. Yeah. Yeah, you know, I've always loved the 50-cent piece. That's been something that was one of the first things I started with in a collection. Kind of an expensive way to start out, but I've always liked them.
Yeah.
You know, they were just big enough to read the date, but yet small enough that, you know, that you didn't have to spend too much to put them in a binder, right?
I can't remember when I bought that proof one. Would have been a ways back.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that's probably a $35 or $40 coin to buy that now, maybe more.
For an 81 proof.
Yeah, could be. I mean, it's not silver, but it's the fact that it's proof, right?
Yeah. I don't know if they'd have a. Oh yeah, they'd have a price list here. Where are we? Coins of Canada, 50-cent piece, 1981.
Usually proofs don't come cheap.
Let me see. We got uncirculated, then we got proof like, and then we got specimen.
Well, I'd probably go with the, if they don't list the proof, I'd probably go with the specimen because it's pretty close.
Yeah, they don't show proof, they show specimen.
Yeah. What are they saying the price of the specimen is?
Specimen, they're And SP66 are only saying $2.
Yeah.
There you go. Proof like now. Proof like's totally different. And LP66 are saying $9.30.
$9.30.
So they're saying that specimen's worth less than a proof like.
Don't see that doesn't make sense.
No.
Especially when specimens are high. Well, although a specimen is a special grade, but still, it in order for it to get specimen status, it still has to be higher grade than PL, right? Because they wouldn't give it specimen status.
Now, if you go just under the regular uncirculated, MS66 is worth $57.
Yeah, that's MS66 a pretty high grade coin, man.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
probably that would be just about top poppy as you can get, right? Unless you're going to go from there to prove, eh?
Yeah, so well, you wouldn't like you take that coin there. Oh, that's let's go back here. Go back. Go to pneumatic sets. Okay, 1981. See, you can buy the proof set for $35.
Yeah. If you can find it.
Yeah. Oh, you can find them. You can find them. I was looking at some there, or I was looking at some specimen ones I was going to buy.
Oh yeah.
But
that's not an overly terrible price.
I'll go 81. 81 in a specimen set. Jesus, there's only 71,000 of them. There's a lot less than the proof like, but the specimen set's only worth $12.
Yeah.
See, the earlier years were not worth that much, right?
Well, no. What hurt a lot of that was when they stopped making them out of silver, right? If they had kept making them silver, you'd have been paying premium prices for them then, right?
Oh yeah. Well, now you can buy proof like silver sets, right?
Like if that were silver,
but they cost you $235.
If that were a silver proof, that would probably be a $40 or $50 coin or more. Right.
So look, take the new. There you go. The new okay, they're proof sets. They only show up to 2017, and they're like $200 a pop.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that doesn't surprise me.
And that's because they call it gold plated. Yeah. But I do know they make them with all silver, right?
Yeah.
All the coins are silver. And they're just plated with brass or whatever it is. Brass or gold or. Oh, well. What do we got? BC Treasure Trails is in the house.
Oh, there we are. BC Treasure Trails. Okay.
There you go, BC. There's a nice 50-cent piece for you. Nice and shiny.
That's for sure.
You send me a bear sandwich, I'll send you this.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, he's up there. He's up there in the mountains there, playing with the bears and animals and stuff.
Yeah. Up in the high part of the Rockies, is he?
Yeah, Northern Rockies.
The Northern Rockies.
Oh, well, let's close that window up. Well, anyways, we're going to dodge out of here, bud.
Alrighty.
I will be talking to you.
I hope so.
Yeah. Probably pop over some point in time.
Yeah. Yeah, I got to come over for tea or a coffee. We'll skip next door. Or sorry, across the street, not next door.
That's it. And I ain't skipping either. I'm walking. You can skip if you want.
Nah, I don't think. Well, I think if I skipped, I'd probably trip and falls.
Skippity do that, skippity day.
Yeah, I think we'll skip the skipping. I have a 50.
As you say, I have 50-cent piece from 1950 to 1968.
Yeah. So you have only the one nickel steel one. Yeah. The rest are all silver up to 67.
Yeah, 67. I'm not sure. I don't have them all, but I'm missing the 1964 proof like.
No.
And I need a 19, I think it's a 61 proof like.
Oh yeah. You bought all your 50-cent pieces in proof like, did you?
Yeah. No, proof like sets.
Yeah.
Yeah, look here. Look, see.
Yeah, that's correct. You're 60 over. Not in the 50-cent piece.
Yeah, I'm missing 61.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what this one is. There's a 1962 set.
Oh yeah, those good old plastic holders. I've encountered many of those.
And
no way to display them.
Yeah, and the old cardboard holders.
Ah yes.
I'm touching the silver. That's
Passed a few of them in my day too. Yeah.
1960.
Actually, for being in a cardboard holder, that's still in pretty good shape. The air hasn't tarnished that too bad.
Yeah, I think the dime is really tarnished.
Yeah.
On that one. Yeah, the dime's really
doesn't hurt
really
doesn't hurt the value of the coin any.
And I got 4 of these. Good.
Oh, those are PL sets, yeah.
Yeah, 1967.
Ah, there we are. Nice ones, yeah. There's the good old bird set, the rabbit nickel, and
The bird, the rabbit,
yeah.
the rock dove.
Yep.
The howling wolf.
Yep. Mackerel on the 10-cent piece, yeah. And the quarter has the bobcat.
Yeah, I got 4 of those. Shit, man. Yeah, there's a 66 set. Another 66 set.
Oh, okay.
65. What's this one? 1963.
That's the year I was born. 63. Good year, that one.
There you go. There's another 67 in the plastic case.
Yeah, I see lots and lots of those at times when I've gone to coin shows and coin shows and things like that. There's still a fair few of them around.
And there's another 62. So I need a 1961 and a 1964. They're the proof like sets I'm missing. So, and now with the price of silver, if I buy them, they're going to cost me a little more.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, they're cool to have.
Oh yeah. Well, those 2 PL sets, you'll be paying for the silver out of those anyway. That's if you're going to pick up that set, right?
Yeah. Then you start buying into the 50s, and that's when the sets start getting pricey.
Yeah, you're right.
Because of the low mintage.
My friend said was a bank manager at Royal Bank before he retired. Got sheets of uncut $2 bills. Yeah, the uncut $2 bills, by the way, were just before they stopped making the $2 bill and they went to the Toonie, they were a big deal. They were selling a lot of those uncut sheets. Even you could get them from the bank too, but I saw a lot of those on eBay and places like that trying to sell them too. But they're nice. It's nice to have a full sheet if you want to put it in the frame, put it up on the wall. But,
yeah, I almost had a dollar set, uncut dollar set.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I was bidding on them, and the price went low, but I was sitting there. The auction was late on eBay, and I fell asleep. Missed my chance.
Yeah, couldn't quite get in there and snipe in quick enough. Eh?
Yeah, I think they went for like went for like $140 or $125. It wasn't low.
That's not bad.
No,
that's not terrible for that.
No, that's what I mean. That's a low price for that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think dealers sell them for around $300.
Oh, you know what? I wouldn't be able to price you a sheet anymore. I haven't seen sheets in a while.
Yeah.
You
Oh, you can find them.
Yeah.
You can find them on the net. But I mean, I'm only going to buy it if I can get one at a deal, right?
Oh, yeah. That's a nice one. That's a real nice one. Yeah. Wow. Not too many marks on that one. That's
she's clean.
Pretty clean, I'd say. Yep.
What's BC say? You framed them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to frame them. You got to, spend the money to frame them properly, right?
Oh, yeah. If you're going to buy the sheet, you might as well frame it. Right.
Yeah. Yeah, some people don't frame. If you got to get it framed properly. If you don't,
there's
this color and everything.
There's people out there that can map them properly for you.
Yeah.
Not cheap, of course, but
no, you're gonna pay for it if you. Oh well, we're out of here. We'll see you later, BC. Take care, brother.
Yep.
And take care of the other people lurking there in the chat.
Alrighty.
Still lurking there.
Yeah, you never know. He might still be out there.
Try to get it your way in the next couple of days there.
Sure, man.
When did you say the furnace guys were coming?
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
I got all my work done. I got the storage room dug out so I can get at the shut off valve for the water. So that took so I got a whole bunch of junk all lying around the storage room. I think I might have to end up having a big yard sale in the spring. I think. Anyhow.
Yeah. I gotta start going through some stuff here. I really gotta start unloading junk.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll tell you one thing. On the right time, being across the street with Tim Hortons, I can make $350 in a day in a yard sale.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, what I do is when I advertise, I say, where I say my address and I say across from Tim Hortons, right? Everybody says, "Oh, great, across from Tim Hortons." Well, we'll just go park there, go get a tea or a coffee, skip across the street, and handle the yard sale. All right.
My wife puts out all your coins. There we go.
I actually have sold a few of my coins from the yard sale here. Yeah. Although I did get the one vulture there coming by looking for the silver, trying to rob me of my silver, wanting to give me, just $1 over face for the silver. I said, you better come at me again with a better price than that, my friend. Yeah, or don't even waste my time. Right?
Best of luck with that.
Yeah.
I was out there in my home bay where they have a little flea market there outside in the summertime.
Oh yeah.
There's a guy out there sells coins, man, but Jesus, his prices are high.
Oh yeah, well,
like crazy prices, man.
Well, yeah, he's looking for the person that's not doing their homework, right?
Yeah.
I mean,
he's definitely got insane prices. It's like,
I will say when you're
go to a coin shop and pay less,
when you're buying silver from one of these cash for silver people or these flea markets, buyer beware. You better know what you're doing, right?
Yeah.
Because they're out to get you. Trust me. Right.
All right, Colin.
Yeah.
We'll call it. We'll see you later. Oh, there's our buddy there. And Smoking Treasures.
Yeah.
Can't end the stream with it saying love Dan long time.
Yep. Anyway, we'll
Okay, buddy.
Happy holidays to all the rest and each and every one of you that's out there, that's still out there.
Yeah, everybody have an awesome New Year's.
Yep. We'll catch you on the flip side, as they say in CB jargon.
He says he sent me stickers 10 days ago.
Oh.
Still haven't made it yet.
Oh.
They're stuck in the holiday. Who knows what?
With the snail mail around here, that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, it depends.
Yeah.
Some stuff I get fast from like Mikey.
Yeah.
Lamy 24. He sends me something. I have it within probably a week.
Yeah, they're sporadic here.
Yeah. But then if people out on the West Coast, sometimes it takes 2 to 3 to 4 weeks. So.
Oh yeah, I've seen it take longer for me to ship something from Canada from Canada to the States.
Yeah. Yeah, you never know. All right. We're out of here. See you later, Dan. See you later, BC.
Later, guys.
Anybody else out there lurking? Hey, happy holidays and all the best for the new year.
Bye.